treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Takes the 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
You know, Karl-Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Outside Russell. Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Now Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Russell. Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Edwards with the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Moran against Edwards. On the wing, Bane from the arc. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in for Russell. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant. Timeout call, Memphis. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Anderson, and Russell is subbed in for Noel. Adams checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jones. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Edwards, here we go. Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Adams, shot's good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 for 7. Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. And there's Russell on the assist by Towns. Russell's got 8 points.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Bain, the pass to Brooks. And a miss there on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. They are red hot. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Towns. Now McDaniels. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. From deep three-point range, that misses. Would have counted had it gone.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards has made.
And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Now here's Russell. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. To the middle. And he makes it on the layup.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Outside McDaniels. Towns with the ball. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
From the inbound. And Edwards slams it in. And here's Memphis. They trail by 14. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Mark, as a competitor, how hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Now here's Towns. He's got 5. And there's the drop.
Oh, my! I mean, just hard on that one, B.A. Towns the creativity and explosiveness.
Timeout call, Memphis. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of these records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Pass to Tillman. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. 3-on-3. Here's Prince. Back to Anderson. Here's Prince. Anderson with a screen on Clark. Inside. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Green. 1:46 left in the first half. And the basket by Tillman.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Rivers. Clark grabs the board. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Taken away. Pass to Prince. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. There's a minute 12 left in the first half. Tillman with a screen. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team.
Here's Conchar. Jacks up a 3. Anderson pulls it down. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-7 run. To the inside. Here's Noel. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside, Green. Pass to Jones. Now here's Green. Sinks it from distance.
And Green is a world-class sniper. Laser. Excellent shot.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Downs plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. From deep. Edwards pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
And Here's Russell. He's got 10. To the middle. It's tipped. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant with the slam!
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Now Adams. From deep, Bane. He can't get that one to fall. Well, the Timberwolves shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Towns down low, pounded by Morant. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Picked by Gobert. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. 6 to shoot. Gobert passes to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 11 points.
When you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Morant drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Towns. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's Russell. Oh, stolen by Morant. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Let's go with a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bane against Russell. Driving to the basket. Pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Gobert's got 6.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Adams a screen. Down low. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. To the right side. Russell against Morant. Towns on a screen. Russell, the pass to Towns. Adams grabs the miss.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Morant. Outside Bane. There's the three. Nails it from three. Bane's got his second basket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in its center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting around 41%. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Morant. Kept alive. Outside Bane. For three, here's Jackson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Minnesota in the lead. Russell up top. The shake. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Tipped. And stolen by Morant. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
A no-brainer choice here. I mean, given how incredible he played, he just decimated the defense and did whatever he wanted to. No doubt in anybody's mind that this award was going to him.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight. But we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told them we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy-looking side, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Shot clock at 3. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Edwards against Brooks. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. The three from Bane. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 8 assists in the game.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Here's Morant. Another shot. Here's Adams. Puts the move on. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Russell against Brooks. Over to the wing. Now here's Towns. Defense is right there. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Adams with the block. McDaniels against Morant. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Russell with the ball. Here's the three. Adams grabs the miss.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Bane back to Morant. Fires from the wing. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Morant.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Russell against Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
He might not have made them all, but I tell you what, he made enough of them to put this one out of reach.
Russell with the ball, guarded by Morant, puts up a three, and Russell with the three.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Morant, no good. Here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing the alley. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front courts and not the back courts. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center. Now here's Paul. Here's the drive. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see D'Angelo Russell go to the line here. Chris Paul picks up that one. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Now here's Paul. Here he goes.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And Paul drills both of them.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
To the left side wing. It's stolen by Johnson. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Johnson with a screen on Russell. Pass to Johnson. Back to Paul. Over to the left wing. Ayton wide open. No good on the three. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Gobert with a screen for Russell. To the paint. Out to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And taken away by Paul. To the left wing. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Out to Russell. Outside, Towns. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got 5 now.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Ayton in the corner. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Now, here's Bridges. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Again the miss by Ayton. Minnesota in the lead. Right side, Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he converts the layup.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Booker finds Johnson. Back to Booker. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. A shot by Johnson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. And here's Russell. The pass to Gobert. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I'll tell you, little you can do to stop Gobert in there. He's just too long and too hungry.
Bridges outside. He kicks it to Ayton. Booker the pass to Ayton. Another shot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Bridges. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, I think effort might be the calling card of Mikal Bridges. This guy is willing to hit the offensive glass. All about how much do you want it.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Paul, and the shot is good.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Here's Edwards, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Saric. Saric with the screen for Payne. The shake. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's a good screen. Passes it to Reed. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Out to the wing. Here's Landale. Poke loose.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Minnesota. Shamet. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Anderson up top. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Crowder. A 3-ball. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Kicks it out to Prince. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Here's Noel. Down low. The kick out to Anderson. Noel passes to Reed. Here's Prince. Here's Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Tries again. Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anderson's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Crowder. Saric outside. Crowder the screen. Saric with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Saric.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Prince kicks to Rivers. Back to Prince. The kick out to Anderson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Some changes for Phoenix. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Russell against Paul. Minnesota again turning it over. For Phoenix, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Ayton in the corner. A miss that time would have put him up.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell kicks to Towns. Out to Russell. And they double up Russell. Towns for 3. That shot no good. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton into the center position.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Ball against Russell. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Here is Russell. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Towns up top. Phoenix grabs the miss. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep. Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
Towns kicks to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Paul. Plays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 6 points. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Wasted no time on that one.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
Ayton sets the pick for Johnson. Passes it to Ayton. Booker outside. The fadeaway trains the three-pointer. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
How about that? Devin Booker says anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books.
And stolen by Ayton. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Gobert dishes to Towns. It's rebounded by Paul. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Booker in the corner. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Paul against Russell. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Towns. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a 3-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and when the timing ideal, my goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
He gets it in there.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges kicks to Paul. Johnson with a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Pick and roll. Chris Paul. They are synonymous with excellence. This guy in the 2-man game, look out.
Outside, Towns. And that one, good. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a ball game here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Kyle Anderson, Naz Reid out there with Prince, and it's Rivers, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Payne's shot is good. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Prince, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
Payne looking around. He feeds it to Sharnich. Good on the bucket. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Noel passes to Reed. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Payne can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Reed kicks to Rivers. To take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
You love seeing Austin Rivers play in the pick and roll. Very seldom will he make a mistake orchestrating this look.
And the Suns call time. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Paul passes to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. Connects from three-point range.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Over to the wing. Gobert double team. The feed to Towns. Right side Russell. Back to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Russell against Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Gobert with the screen on Paul to the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Johnson sets the screen for Paul. There's the dish to Johnson. For 3, Bridges. Good. And that shot brings them to... within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, things happen. When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. Pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson to tie it up. That one doesn't drop. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Gobert, the screen. Russell inside. Oh!
Looking to close it out. That one might
might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Ayton throws it down.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
And so they foul intentionally.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good. And so Minnesota takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
Are you kidding me?
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Ayton, the screen on Jackson. Pass to Ayton. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And it's Morant off the drive. And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Booker with the jam.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Morant into the lane. Offensive rebound. Count that one.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Pass to Booker. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And the layup is good off the glass. Booker's gotten his second bucket. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Pass to Aiden. There's a screen by Johnson. Aiden, no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Jackson with a screen on Bridges. Morant uses the glass on the layup.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Booker against Brooks. Pass to Aiden. The kick out to Johnson. Aiden, a screen on Jackson. From deep, Johnson drops in the three. Johnson's got 6 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Morant. It's deflected. And that'll be Memphis' ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Jackson, the pass to Adams. And stolen by Booker. And here's the fast break. Hayden finds Johnson. Outside Paul. Drops in the layup for two.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
And the Grizzlies call time here. A minute 15 left now in the first quarter.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
The Suns leading. Hayden's got space. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. The free throw drops for Morant.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. Morant banked it in off the glass. Morant's got 9 points.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Jake Crowder is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Damian Lee, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Craig in at the 5, down low. It's tipped. Pass to Shamet. Back to Saric. And Morant clears the board. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bane. Brooks outside. From downtown. And Craig pulls it down. Well, Phoenix is shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Pass to Saric. Craig with a screen on Jackson. And here's Saric for three. Craig finds Saric. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Inside. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Lee misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Three-pointer, Brooks. It's hauled in by Saric. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Back to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Clark. Soft touch off the glass.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Shamet. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
On the wing, Bane. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Wow, what range from Bane.
Pass to Crowder. To the paint. And stolen by Clark. Outside Jones. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Brooks from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Here's Shamet. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Clark with the screen. From deep, Bane. And Craig pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Saric throws it down.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Clark outside. Brooks a screen on Craig. Three-pointer. Clark, no good.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Over to the left wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this one. Paul against Jones. Just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Oh, got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. The three from Ayton. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Green. And it's Clark in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Morant against Bridges. Back to Adams. Pass to Conchar. From about 19. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
B.A., before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Out to the right wing. Outside Morant, Adams a screen. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Down low. And stolen by Clark. Morant against Paul. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Booker on the take. And he converts the layup. And now it's a 12-point Phoenix lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Adams with a screen on Bridges. And here's Morant outside. Sends it home from 3-point land.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Outside Booker. That shot off the mark. And it's Memphis the other way. Right side Morant. Pass to Conchar. Launches it. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Morant against Bridges. Morant, the pass to Adams. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Green. And it's Bane in for Conchar. From deep, Morant. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Oh, deflected. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 6 points.
He's one of the best in the business, Chris Paul, a phenomenal ball handler.
Jackson with a screen on Bridges. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Booker. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. The Suns have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Ayton with a screen. Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw good from Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Clark with a screen on Bridges. Moran against Bridges. Pass to Brooks. Back to Moran. 4-3. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
And he makes a first. Free throws good from Booker. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 9-point game. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. And then Morant with the jam.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks.
And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Jackson. Green comes in for Brooks. Conchar, he's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Jones in for Morant. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Johnson. Now Ayton. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Ayton. Johnson's got 11.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And stolen by Jones. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the field. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Bridges against Jones. Outside for Green. Shot clock at 6. The three is up. It's hauled in by the Suns. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Clark with a screen on Paul. To the inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Ayton. Deflects the pass. Here's Conchar. No good with the triple.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing. There's a screen by Johnson. Booker can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. That one drops for him.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Outside Johnson. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Back to Paul. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Suns lead by 9.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Ayton. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Booker.
This is Adams' calling card, making his presence felt defensively.
Johnson finds Paul. Johnson a screen on Morant. The kick out to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
1:42 left in the final quarter. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. From outside the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
The 3 from Bane. Here's Adams. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. Here's a 3 from Paul. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. Ja Morant picks one up.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
And he nails the 3rd. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And what a huge performance it was for Chris Paul.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep, Morant. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Phoenix with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And the Suns miss again. From deep 3-point range. And another miss by Memphis. Bridges outside. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road.
with me at the table, Greg. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. Morant scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Minnesota. And Edwards with a clear pass to the basket.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant with it. Driving the lane. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Russell. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Edwards with it. Now defended by Adams. Brooks feeling it out of Durant.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with the stuff.
And this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Craig, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Morant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Morant against Russell. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Takes it off the glass.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Morant. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. Morant with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the dunk by Towns.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Jackson a screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 7 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
It's Edwards on the wing. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Morant. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves? That's good from Morant. Both free throws, good from Morant.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Edwards against Brooks. Outside, Towns. And the pass to Gobert. Back to Towns. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And a wide open look for Bain. And it's all evened up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Russell kicks to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. Inside. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson from long range. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jackson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Memphis. Timberwolves trail. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Now Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Outside, Bain, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here is Russell. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Jackson dishes to Adams. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 1.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes to Reed. Anderson outside. Back to Reed from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reed's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. No problems knocking that one down. Bain's got 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Adams in the high post. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Traps in the tray. Bain's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Clark, a screen on Edwards. Conchar, stolen by McDaniels. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Jones looking for an opening. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Conchar's got himself on the board with 3 there. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Tillman. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Out to Russell. Back to Towns. Outside Edwards. Driving inside. Banked in off the glass. That's 12 points for Anthony Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Conchar can't get it to go. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Edwards fouls Towns and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he makes both free throws.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
They kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Russell passes to Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. And there's the pass to Conchar. Pass to Tillman. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Stolen by Brooks. Got it up. He can't hit that time. Thank you, David. And whoop. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Durant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
Grizzlies have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Both free throws good from Morant. Here is Edwards. Towns the screen. Jacks up a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
To the middle, here's Adams. Jackson trying to break free. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 6. Russell looking it over. It's Edwards on the wing. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
The three from Morant. The shot off that time, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards passes to Towns, and they pick up two. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
The three from Morant. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
And Towns drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Morant against Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
He's off on the second. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This will be his fifth trip to the free throw line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, about a 76% shooter.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Russell inside. Jackson on him. Towns, the pass to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 17 now.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Russell passes to Gobert. Crafty move. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That's a goal.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Prince. McDaniels comes in for Kyle Anderson. Edwards has come in for Noel. And it's Russell in for Austin Rivers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Screen by Adams. Jackson in the corner from past the arc. And they get it back. Payne for three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the Timberwolves call time here.
timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play?
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside Russell, outside Towns. Gobert in the corner. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Missed inside.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the lineup of the game for Memphis.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on. Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Now, here is Russell. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Edwards against Morant. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Adams, some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Clock at 4. Here's Adams. Jackson trying to break free. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Adams.
And how about the power by Adams on that finish? Just brushes off the contact.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Yep, that one goes in there.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Adams sets the pick for Bain. Off target from outside. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. Out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Russell against Morant. McDaniels passes to Russell. Back to McDaniels. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Towns a screen on Morant. From downtown, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Bain kicks to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Adams with the screen on Russell. Brooks with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal. Can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense. It can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
From the free throw line, John Morant is good, but I think he wants to be great.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but again, the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult, it can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the board.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
Memphis has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the paint, here's Adams. Money!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Edwards against Brooks. Towns a screen on Brooks. The kick out to Towns. That 3 off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. On the wing, Bain. to take the lead. Right between the eyes.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Edwards drives in. Ooh, offline.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And the second of two is good. That ties the game up.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's tied at 60. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant drives in, and he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I'm trying to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to be really creative.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Good.
Russell in complete control that time. Score off of that drive. That's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Left side, Edwards. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And he jams it home with authority.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. On the break. Gobert passes to Russell. Back to Gobert. Outside Russell. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3. Russell's got 5 now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple of years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Paul passes to Aiden. Out to Bridges. They need this. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Stolen by Ayton.
He tried to cross the defender over, but man, those were some quick hands and they spoiled him.
Good hands by Ayton.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Towns on a screen. Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Towns passes to Edwards, and he lays it up and in. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Ayton, a screen on Russell. Out left to the wing. Ayton finds Bridges. Knocked away. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gobert with a screen on Booker. To the middle. Can't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. To the inside. Now here's Towns. Russell to pass to Edwards. Shoots from the block. Nice touch on the bank shot. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Now here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. .143 left in the first quarter here. Towns a screen on Paul. Russell laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's got 7 points.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard. And the lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Paul passes to Booker. Johnson a screen on Edwards. Stolen by Russell. Fast break. Here we go. Edwards can't hit.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim. After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jared Culver.
Now here's Paul. Down low. Here's Ayton over Gobert.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Johnson a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Offensive board. Gobert. And he drops a first. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And so Gobert nails both of them.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Saric a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Lee. Outside Craig. Just 5 on the clock. Over Towns. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
And hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable. Just crippling defense.
We've got Damian Lee. Dario Saric is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jay Crowder. And it's Shaman in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Crowder. Inside. It's rebounded by Rivers. Minnesota in the lead. High post read. Back to Rivers. Crowder with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Craig. It's rebounded by Rivers.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, you know, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Here's Noel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Prince. The Suns trailing. Close them in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Outside Craig. The three is up. And again, it's the Suns missing. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a terrific 58% from the floor to the paint. Back to Noel. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And here's Saric. Inside. Now here's Crowder. Stolen by Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. to the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rivers. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Paul. Johnson a screen on Russell. The 3 from Ayton. Edwards pulls it in. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Back to Daniels. Down low.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. No good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the middle. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Russell against Paul. Russell with the ball. He's got 7. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got 6.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Booker. And yep, it's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. And Edwards here. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. There's 45 seconds left in the second period. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. There's the screen by Johnson. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Russell against Bridges. Pass to Ayton. And a nice finish on the layup. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Russell to pass to Towns. And the Suns pushing it up now. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been
18. The Timberwolves 23.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You gotta like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's Edwards. High post Towns. Russell against Paul. Here's Towns. And that one drops.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Edwards against Booker. Ayton in the high post. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And Ayton has done such a good job of staying focused and really staying in his lane to make the contributions that he does.
Minnesota in the lead. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 9.
easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. To the inside. And there's Ayton on the assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Minnesota now. 3-point lead. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Picked his pocket. And here's McDaniels. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Going inside. Outside Russell. Soft touch off the glass.
So many plays are initiated from the pick and roll for Russell, and for very good reason. He's got as good a feel for that as you could hope for.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Ayton. That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels against Booker. McDaniels passes to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third quarter here. Oh, misses the dunk. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Left side Paul. Outside Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. He buries it from 3. Booker's got 5 now.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. And the layup falls. Reed's got 5 points now this quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
There's a screen by Johnson. Pass to Ayton. No good on the shot. Nice D from Reed. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's Rivers. 26 seconds left to play in the third. All sorts of time. No good. A bit long that time. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Outside Johnson. Inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for 2 at 7-1. Very fluid.
Pass to Noel. Now Reed. Stolen by Ayton. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scores now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
First team foul.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bridges down low. McDaniels covering. Clock is at 3. Here's Johnson. Edwards pulls it in. And for Minnesota, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. He takes it in. The Suns clear it. Outside Booker. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Johnson. Back to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Skills growing maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Johnson.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
Towns, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Towns. And he makes it. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Bridges outside. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
The Suns have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Russell against Paul. There's the drive. Stolen by Russell. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
They're so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining.
To the wing on the left.
2 minutes.
Double team on Towns. Pass to Gobert. 4 on the clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. With the step back. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns. Back to Daniels. Towns with the ball. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Booker's shot is good.
Strong performance from him. but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
58 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. To the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now here's Russell. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's Edwards. Towns has got room. Rebounded by Johnson. Edwards with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Towns a screen on Bridges. 5 on the clock. Edwards finds Towns. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. "11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Johnson. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel good.
broadcast team tonight. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Rebounded by DeAndre.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Johnson to the right side. Ayton with it. Now defended by Adams. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Outside Jackson takes the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Pops in the layup for 2.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Johnson against Brooks. And Booker kicks to Paul. The 3. That one no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
And it's Paul penetrating. 2 points. That one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And Morant throws it down.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Paul kicks to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker outside. Paul right side. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
The way Paul uses pace, the way he uses angles, absolutely fantastic.
1:16 left in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I also like how they trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Morant against Ayton. It's Morant with the drive. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Morant with the steal. And finished off by Morant.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful. On
the wing, Booker. Brooks covering. Suns keep it alive. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And Bane drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Johnson with a screen on Brooks. Booker dishes to Paul. Back to Booker. Launches a 3. And Paul with the basket on the assist from Booker. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
And so it's Phoenix. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Mario Saric is out there with Jade Crowder. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. It's tipped. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Jackson. Finished off the break.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus his skill at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Crowder. Pass to Saric. Clock at 6. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And Jackson throws it down hard.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Adams. Tillman comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. Paul outside. Johnson the screen. Shot to stop the run. Chris Paul, and that's good. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Clark, a screen on Booker. Bane kicks to Clark. 20 feet out. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
That's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on that you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
2 minutes.
Bridges finds Booker.
2 minutes.
Johnson outside. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Now, any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and That's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Johnson. The pass to Booker. 1:19 left to play in the first half. Tillman passes to Brooks. Three-pointer. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. With the second effort, Tillman. And that one is hammered home.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Johnson, good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside, Bain. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. No good from Clark.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
So the wing on the left. Paul kicks to Johnson. Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Here's Bain. Offline with his three. And here's Booker from the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks, David. And whoop.
26. The Grizzlies, 26.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Green, then it's Morant, and it's Conchar in at the 2 guard. Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Paul looking around. Drives to the hoop.
And as a defender trying to stop the drive, Chris Paul shifts gears so well, it's hard to beat him to the spot.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Some changes for Memphis. Brooks comes in for Green, and it's Bain in for Conchar. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Misses the 3. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. The lead is 2. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Bridges passes to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Morant. Look at that.
Nice. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Paul outside. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got 14.
Nice finish there to put him up in the game. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get some more of those touches down the stretch.
Morant kicks to Jackson. The tray. Memphis the rebound. Out to Brooks. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Back to Adams. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. 12 points for him. For the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 15 points in the game.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Ayton a screen on Bain. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Got that one. 10 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Bridges against Morant. The three-pointer, no good. The Suns leading. And it's Paul penetrating. Johnson outside. Passes it to Ayton. Johnson inside. Brooks covering. Johnson's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Screen by Adams. Brooks the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Adams has run these screen and rolls countless times. Great job getting to the right spot.
Booker outside. Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Bain finds Brooks. Adams with the screen on Booker. Bain for three. Knocks down the three ball. Bain's got 5.
Wow, what range from Bain!
Ball outside. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Bain looking around. Johnson against Jackson. Dishes it to Adams. 5 on the clock. And Adams with the slam.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
A drive by Paul. Bain against Bridges. Now the feed to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. And that time, also a missed shot. Memphis leading by 6. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And Phoenix turns it over again.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Now here's Jones. He's covered by Shamet. Outside, Jones. Here's Tillman. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Sharp. Landry Shamet is out there with Lee. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Craig in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Tillman. And he can extend the lead to double digits. The Suns shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Shamet the pass to Craig. Out to Sharich. And the Suns call time here.
And a wise move to call time out there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Ball outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Outside Jackson. Two free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Morant passes to Brooks. That one good for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Morant against Bridges. Screen by Adams. Here's the lob to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
We got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
Nice move. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Ball outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
Booker against Bain. Jackson in the corner. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Ayton sets the pick for Johnson.
I mean, as a defender, Jaren Jackson, he has it all. Quick to the ball, provides great rim protection, and he never gives up on plays.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Memphis, Ja Morant, third personal foul.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. And both free throws good from Paul. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. He kicks it to Ayton. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Bain against Booker. Now, here's Bain. He's guarded closely. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're in front by 7. 36 seconds left in the game. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 4 on the clock. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
And he gets it back. Kicks it out to Booker. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Another shot. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Can't get it to fall. So it's Memphis. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.